Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath, and I just like doing these little talks on the way I feel about things. You like my hat? It's how the order I think it should go in. Looks like a heart to me. Came up with this little ditty when I was about 9 years old, because I was like, man, to me, that's what love is. It's like electricity. Of course, I got electrocuted when I was a young kid, and that first time you see someone that you're, good boy, Artie, that you're compatible with, you're in alignment with, you're the same frequency, and it's like explosive, right? Like electricity, right? So to me, this is like powie. It's an onomatopoeia, but it's for damn it, I don't know. you know, it's a beautiful morning. It's a gorgeous morning. I can see my breath a little bit. Got my little thermal top on. When I was prepared in a previous life, when I lived in Nebraska, learned to layer. I worked on the flight line. It was cold. You learned to layer, Learn some, you're given opportunities in life, and then kitty, squirrel. There's a squirrel over there in the corner of the fence teasing Stan Lee. He's up here. Stan Lee's down here. That's just rude. Instigator. So, yeah, we're presented, opportunities in life, and from these opportunities we get to grow. I feel like I should talk about like the stuff that I saw a thing this morning about gaslighting, and there are all these little catchphrases as to, this is gaslighting, like you overreact, you're to this, you're to that, you do this, you do that, and I was just like, man, that's how everybody always talked to me, man, when I was growing up, and that's how. See, the thing is that's how patterns are created, is because people hear this. So when people, act in a certain way, then the person that has always been on top, now they get to feel like they're that we're always made to feel on the bottom. Now they pick out the lesser than, who they feel is the lesser than, and then they get to feel like they're on the top, and they get to say all those things to them. So it's why it's real. That's it. That's how hurts and generational hurts and wounds are passed on. You keep hurting the ones you love. And that stuff has got to stop. Stop doing stuff just because that's the way it's always been, man. When people said those things to me, sometimes I believe them, but then, like, because my mom honestly was the worst. She would freaking, like, have these episodes, and she would freaking, like, move stuff around, like my favorite stuffed animal. She'd take it and she'd hide it, and I know it was on the bed because I'd make the bed and I'd put it in its special spot, and I know it's there, and I'd go to get it, and I'd be like, Mom, where is it? And what do you mean? What are you talking about? And I'd look all over for it, and to the point that I'd freaking break my own sanity, and I'd freaking leave go outside, do something, come back, and then there's the bear on my bed. Stuff like that, and so I learned a long time ago and it just, what took the longest time is for me to test that theory, is to believe in myself. Yeah, to always believe in me, because it's easier for me to make mistakes and be like, no, I was wrong about that, than to feel the feelings that came with me believing in other people that I thought are for me, that are just trying to hurt me because they're hurt anyway. So I recoil from that stuff, like Artie pants, like I don't know, something that recoils from something. So oh, that was interesting. I don't play video games because I don't know, because stuff like this happens. Because the games that I would like, it would be like Fortnite. Hi, little Fitch, and ooh, he didn't know Artie was there. He almost landed on my dog. He almost ran into my dog. A little Finch almost ran into my dog. Anyway, so Fortnite just up and poof into a black hole. And it's funny. You think that they ain't a coincidence that happened in alignment with the freaking Aries full moon? No. See, that's the thing, is these conglomerates, these big ones, they freaking follow astrology too. These government officials, they follow astrology too. Anyone that is freaking wants to advance their life, they'll follow astrology because there's stuff to it. Well, that's not true. Well, maybe. But It's the culprits, it's the dastardly that will be like, oh no, it's not true, and trying to discourage you from using it, and then like doing things like the Blair Witch trial, where they killed all these people for using plant medicine, because rich pharmaceutical companies can't get big if people are freaking easing their tummy aches with the freaking root of a dandelion, you know? So, but it's all shifting. They got their chance. They freaking got to live their piggy freaking materialistic, egotistical way, and they got to ruin the world to the point of where it's at. Now people are like, no, we don't believe you. No, we're calling bullcrap. We call bullcrap. I call bullcrap my whole entire life. That's the role of me, I'm used to it. I'm used to the scrutiny. So all these young little light workers, you come out and you're like, love and light, and somebody's like, gets into your face or freaking reacts like in a way that that is freaking scary to you, and you're like, oh no, and you run away. And you're a little love and light. Love and light. People that freaking think everything's all love and light, dude. You have a rude awakening coming to you, So I've said this before, and I'll say it again, that, people are... I've been out without a central heat. We got a little floor heater and water for just over a year, but more stuff is going to happen to people. More people are going to come into, because I never thought that would happen to me. I never thought I'd live like this. I thought I was above this. I thought I was better than this. I thought I have a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Information Systems, and I was in the United States Air Force, and people that do things like that, they don't end up without utilities, but they do. They do, and then you learn to adapt. Then and then other people go through crap, and then you share with them how you adapted. And they can pick up that guidance and advice, and or they can figure it out on their own. It's all free will. But, well, it's supposed to be, but our free will has been slowly stripped away. Look at it, free will. Like little kids like me, I just love art. I just wanted to do art. Every class could have been art, but they just took all the art classes away, and then they gave me classes that didn't make sense. Where there's only one answer. That's a bunch of crap. We're living in possible, multi-dimensional, multi-universe, cosmicology, and for anyone to say my way is right is just insane. That's what I don't say here. That's what I encourage people here is to find your own way, man. Find your own truth, man. It's as plain and simple as if something doesn't feel right, it ain't right for you. It doesn't matter if people have told you your whole life that this is for you. No, it don't matter. If it don't feel right, it ain't for you. And anybody else can pop off about it, yeah? So, I don't know. Hopefully what I'd like to see changes. I think people should stop telling their kids how wonderful their kids are, because your kids are mediocre at most, I saw a thing this morning. I'm freaking not pro sports, or college is pro too, as far as I'm concerned, that they're freaking Cornhuskers, or get to play their first game of the season next year with Illinois, against Illinois, over in Ireland. Yeah, that's gonna cost a lot of money, but hey, when you charge so much, like, what is it? I worked at Creighton. It was like $46,000 a year, something like that. 50. I'm sure it's freaking way more. It's like 76. Because their egos are bigger now, because they think they're that much more important. So universities charge so much. So, and then people pay it, and then, your special little boys who maybe win, but mostly lose. Get to go over there and play in a different country, because that's how much money people have. There's money everywhere, and the people that are struggling are just the numbers are getting growner, and that all of this is the dissonance in the individual. Poverty isn't a freaking poor people problem. Poverty is a freaking gross, stingy, rich person problem. It is. You people are told too much that, oh, you're really, really special, when you're really, really not. What people need to tell their children, and what people need to come into the alignment with, is that you are a part of a whole collective. And there's a small percentage of this whole collective that is making things uncomfortable for a lot of other people, So, stop it. Anyway, I'm trying to practice the way of living of non-attachment, and it ain't easy, you know. And I've always had to do that because my parents weren't kind and loving, you know. Like back to that gaslighting thing, you know. But that doesn't mean that I'm not a kind and loving person, and that I can't teach people how to be a kind and loving person in freaking unloving and freaking neglectful, crappy environments. You know what I mean? So, pick your feelings. Make sure they vibe high. I don't know. The energy's energy. This is the new way. You know, people are going to feel, you know, and people aren't going to be able to not feel as much as they used to. So, anyway, that's all I got. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.